G'day. I'm here. I'm back. Oh, I think I'm back anyway. There we go. That's better. That's better. Right, we've got the YouTube chat. It's 5:30. There's no one here. All right, let's. No, not that one. Oh, hello, Mrs. Austin. How are you? Thank you for being here. Hope all is well with you and the family. I don't know what I was doing wrong here. I started watching your stream, Mrs. Austin. I've got to go back and watch it, catch up. I liked your little countdown timer at the start. That's great. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. A few things have changed here, as you may have seen. Did you make that little countdown timer, or did you steal that from somewhere? That was really good. I did enjoy that. Oh, what the hell? If you like, there's the link. Jump on, have a quick chat. Only if you can. If you can't, don't worry. It's all good. Must be getting, 10, 11 o'clock for you? Oh, not quite. Yeah, no, it'd be 10, 11, somewhere around there. All right. Okay, I just have to learn how to do it. Thankfully today, the rain has held off. They're predicting more. But, let's see what happens. Hopefully the place can dry out a bit more. We got stuck in the forklift before when we were using it. But anyway, we got it out. It wasn't majorly stuck. Let's put that up. There we go. Got it off Adobe. I can send it in the chat. I would appreciate that. Here we go. Let's have a chat. There we go. We'll go side by side. You there, Mrs. Austin?
I am. I'm not sure what's going on with my video. Give me a second.
Yeah, no worries. Oh, there you are.
It's clicking up here. It wants me to add my channels. It's what it's telling me to do.
Okay.
It might kick me off. Oh, it's because I'm already signed in. Look at that.
Yes.
Now it's gonna kick my channel on too. Now look at that.
Well, it says it's paired. So
yeah.
But
oh no, yeah, I didn't do the standard. We decided to pay for it so that I could link more of our videos. We were trying to see if paying more would allow me to link more, and it didn't. But no, it's good to see you. And I jumped on. I didn't even see that you were going live because here, and then I noticed that you were live when I looked on YouTube because I was singing I was doing a karaoke with my friends on TikTok.
Cool.
And here singing live, and I went, oh yay. I don't use my mic because it's late right now, but usually in the daytime, the mic that I have, the cord that I have is amazing. It's definitely working out better. I just splurged and bought me a stand for my amp. You see the amp.
Yep.
I bought a stand for it. It cost me $30. So I was like, yes. Went to like 5 pawn shops in the last 3 months looking for one, and they all wanted more than $60, and we weren't sure if it would fit. But I looked at the specs. This one's going to fit perfect. It's bright yellow, so you'll be able to. That's why I got this to be so bright orange. So I'm like, no one will run me over. I'm a bit nervous I might get run over if I'm sitting in a parking lot. So I'm like, I'm trying to get all this bright equipment so they'll be able to see it. So yeah, it's bright yellow, but it'll stand 4 to 6 feet. So it'll be right next. It'll be up to where I'm at. So Feel
I
better.
just, I just got a notification up there from Google to say that you're live on the test live stream. Because what they did before is you could only link the channels before you went live, but
Yeah.
now they must have changed that for some reason, which is great.
Well, I'm already logged in and sitting in backstage waiting for G to let me up. So I think that might be why because I have two pages open from Restream.
Yep.
So I was already logged in because I had tried that before when G had done the share app and I
Yep.
signed it. And I was like,
Yep.
I wondering if I signed if it'll let me. So yeah, it must be the update.
Well, I hope it is.
Me too, because I think a lot more people might actually decide they want to link on and go live
Well,
with others, knowing that it'll link up and then subs, sharing subs and all that good stuff.
if you think about it, how many people would
Now we can see how close that road is to the sound.
it is close. I actually hang on, I'll go open up the door. Hang on. You can hear me anyway because I've got the
Yeah.
wireless mic on.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. That's what else I ordered. So I ordered the mics for me and Ryan to mic up, and I also bought. TikTok made me buy it, so I have to do a video about it.
Which
Those,
wireless mic did you go for?
I don't. It was $9. I'm like, it was $9. I think it was like similar to 22 other models. So I was like, I'll just go with this one.
Yeah.
I also got those phone stands that will follow us while we're moving.
Cool.
So I got one for me and one for Ryan.
Yep.
So that I finally got him on TikTok. So he's been doing his work stuff on TikTok. So he's doing all his like lawn care stuff and his maintenance stuff. He's been putting on there. So I'm like, I'm gonna get him that one so that he can take this other stand that I have to work and set it up so he can, because he tries to record himself, but he's got equipment in his hands and he's carrying it around. I'm like, we'll get you something to set it up so that you can start. Because he's like, I want to start doing it. I was like, I want you to start doing it too. Like, you enjoy it. So yeah, and he's actually got a whole lot of followers just because he does lawn care. And I'm like,
cool.
I mean, I watch it on YouTube. I tell him, he's like, yo, watch those guys. I said, babe, I sing for you. These guys aren't letting me sing for them while they're working. I sing for him. I set up all of my busking equipment outside while he's doing yard work, and I sing for him. So he brags about it all on he recorded me singing on Easter when he was barbecuing. He recorded me, and I turned around, I caught him, and he's like hiding behind this team recording me. And he posted it on live. He was like, I get a personal concert. And so he's gotten quite a few followers from being all creepy and recording me while I'm singing. So I thought that was pretty funny. But yeah, so we're moving on up thanks to Mark and all his wonderful advice.
No.
If you didn't do the digging, Mark, I wouldn't know. Like, I'm not kidding. That's like you found us on accident, and it was God sent because I would not have found any of the content. I mean, it's almost like there's so much content that I don't know where to start, and you started it, and now it's like, okay, now I watch them, now they pop up on my feed, now I'm getting more and more understanding a lot of it.
Yeah. And I sort of, there's some things I throw myself into when I want to learn something, and I try, and there's other things that I just can't
wrap your head around it.
Yeah. So I'd walk away from it, and then I'll go and watch. But YouTube is great for other people to learn off others. And I really don't care that we're not getting, 100 people watching or even a dozen. It's going to get better. I'm learning as I go along, and I hope others can learn from maybe my mistakes or just whatever, because there's big YouTubers out there and they go and do this, and you'll get 1,000 subscribers, or you need this, you need this microphone or something like that. And great, your microphones, and you know, when I first started doing this, I was just using the microphone on the computer. Then
Yeah.
I upgraded. Then I got that boom arm mic, and the biggest outlay has been these
Yeah.
the Rode
Yeah.
Wireless. That's the biggest upgrade,
Yeah.
and it's going to be good when I'm here.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I'm here on the lathe,
Yeah.
you know, doing something, or oh, hang on, and this is why I'm going to have other cameras, or on that machine there, you know,
Mhm.
big. Oh God, I'm screwing this up. So that I can talk while I'm doing something and explaining, even if I'm doing something simple like polishing something. I can't show you at the moment, but
You
uh,
can shut down. Can you shut down the outside? Can you with that mic? Can you focus the sound closer to you?
I probably can. I don't know how to do that yet. I haven't got that far. There is a heap of options inside.
Well, I know that my microphone, this part, that's what all these are, the dials. That'll bring up. It'll. I can if something's really low, I can
Yep.
turn it up higher, and then
Yep.
if something's really high pitch, I can make it not so. And so it's well, again, it's for instruments. I'm like,
Yep.
my voice is an instrument. I know how to use the machine, but I have like 4 or 5 other machines that I need to get that go in between me and this
Mm-hmm.
um, for to have it PA. My thing, what I understand most are the sound and audio equipment stuff when it comes to like a PA system.
Yep.
Like, I can run a huge board. I can lower, do exactly all that other stuff, but it's a board. Like it's massive. Like what
Mm.
you see on the movies, and they're in front of a recording studio, like that kind of board stuff. I can do that kind of stuff. When it comes to those little mics, that's the same system. It's just usually on your phone, and you can just up and down. The sound. Again, the only way that I learned any of that was poking and prodding and and screwing with things, like making sure I knew how to put it back, but screwing with every button.
Yeah.
Every button.
Yeah.
So I definitely get that with the cameras. I'm excited about the stand because it's supposed to gyro. It's supposed to be able to go up and around and follow me around. So I'm excited about that. But again, I don't like being stared at. So I don't exactly know.
I'm staring at you now, though.
Yeah, but I'm not always making eye contact. Sometimes I'll
Yeah.
stare at my own self, make it look like I'm paying. No, I'm not really looking at other people. But it'll help for when I'm doing live performances. I know that I will definitely be using it for live performances. But
Mm.
for at home, no. Half the time I walk away from the camera so I can hide. But that's why the cord's long and I can walk away, my microphone. I can just take my microphone and walk over there and take a breath. And
Yeah. I mean, this is not. This is just a bit of fun. That's
Mhm.
what it is. A bit of fun. If I can reach out to a few people, if somebody can learn something off me, that's great. That's what I'm here for. You know. Um, I'm really not trying hard at this. I've got a few ideas where I want to go with this, but it's nothing over the top because I got to draw that line because
Mhm.
otherwise I'll go too far. I'll start,
Mhm.
you know, just I will go too far.
You'll
And
and you'll do like I did and burn out.
um, g'day, Brad. Thanks
I
for.
made I made the comment today though. I made exactly that comment today. Is that I'm sitting where I'm sitting all the time to sing. I come in here and I sing. I'll put on my music box. I will sit here and sing just to practice getting in front of the microphone. I don't practice enough in front of people. That's why I force myself to go live and I force myself to sing. I'm nervous about going live on YouTube and singing because it's borrowed music from YouTube. I'm worried about the feedback and all that other stuff. Um, yeah, and I don't have everything. Like, if I had all of this plugged into my laptop, I wouldn't mind singing to it. My plug-in mic that goes to my laptop needs programming, and I don't have any. I bought it a used, so I don't have any information on the mic. So it's been difficult trying to link it to my iPad or to my laptop. Um, so I just sing with this and use my tablet or my phone or whatever to sing that way. I don't. I haven't put a lot in, because all of this is for live outdoor singing. It's
Yeah.
not for studio style singing. Studio style singing, I would be using a whole different mic, which was right here a minute ago, but I must put it away. I have a different mic for studio singing. I just don't have the studio set up yet. I don't have a sound dampening system.
Well, as I mentioned before, and you do it for fun.
Mm-hmm.
When it stops being fun, or whatever enjoyment you're getting out of it, then stop doing it. You might be doing it too much. As much as I like doing stuff in here, I got to draw the line once again and just walk away, take a break from it, go and do something else. Like for a long time, the other week, my wife and we just laid on the bed and watched the 3 Matrix movies, one after the other, and it was good. It was enjoyable, and nothing. I think we may have fallen asleep or something like that, but who cares?
Yeah.
That's what it's there. Yeah, look, we've all seen the Matrix movies time and time again. Sometimes the more I watch them, the more I think that two and 3 makes sense. But then for a long time, the first one is where they should have stopped it. It's a bit like Kill Bill.
Yeah, but that's like saying
Kill Bill, they should have just left it at the first one, and they screwed it up in the second one.
I think you're right about Kill Bill. I definitely think that, but you know that a lot of those old style transcribed words, they're speaking another language while they're fist fighting and doing karate. They made 30 sequels of those ones. The Matrix is actually the sequel to the Terminator, and that's how she wrote them. And so it's a six volume sequence, and it's actually supposed to be 9, and they took out not 3 of the. They didn't want to make the 3 in the middle. So but she wrote those in like the 70s and the 80s. So to know that all of that information was written and transcribed in there, she started Terminators, in the 70s, and then they were made into movies in the, started them in the 70s, ended them in the 80s, made the movies in the 90s, and the Matrix were being written and or transcribed into movies when the second Terminator came out. People were like, you're definitely going to want this, they're going to want this, and then a lot of the executives were like, no, this is way too close to reality of like what's actually going on in the world. And then bam, they put it out, and well, that's true. That is true. What Brad says.
Yeah, right. Yeah, look, I mean, we've all got our opinions, but just from that sometimes a movie is just so good, you should just leave it at that. As much as we want to enjoy a second movie or see those characters again, sometimes you just need to walk away. But of course, what's going on with when it comes to money and how much money they can potentially make, that's the governing factor, is the money. So
Although a lot of people wanted to know about the baby. A lot of people wanted to know about, like, because in the end of the first one, she wakes up. Like, okay. Like, they weren't even going to put the wake up part. They were just going to end it at what they did. Right? That idea can make millions.
Yeah.
I think it answered a lot of where she came from, because she goes backwards, like most movies do. I just think it was too much. I think it was a little too cheesy Charlie's Angel type, like, follow up, a little. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
It was like we already had Charlie's Angels, and Charlie's Angels already had like 3, 4, like what, 4 movies? Like I think they had 3 sequels, um, or were attempting to make that fourth one. I,
Somebody's trying to disrupt the stream. That same person reckons he wanted to do a pre-live stream about live streams before the live stream. So
oh gosh. Stream a stream. Stream a stream about live streams before the live stream.
that's it. Yeah.
Premiere a stream. Premiere live stream a stream. Live stream before the stream. Oh no, carry on.
No. Hey, what time are we supposed to be going live anyway? Oh,
And
yeah, right.
Hour and a half.
7:30.
Inception. Yeah, Inception is be stream. Streamception.
Yeah, I think you might find that on a different channel there, G. Yeah, try a different channel. Yeah, look, for whatever reason, yeah, and I gotta have dinner in the meantime. And
your video is not 100%. It is good. Actually, the video almost seems better in the foreground because of the lighting.
Yeah.
Than right at you. I can definitely see very crisp what the section in between the doors look like. So the lights are amazing.
Yeah, well, I've got the lights that are showing the light here now are called high bay lights or UFO. They're LED lights. But don't forget, the computer I'm on here is a 2011 iMac, which is what?
Yeah.
Right, so it's got a really old iSight camera in it.
Not bad. That's what I'm saying. It's only a little bit pixelated on your face, and I think it's because it's dimmed. But yeah, you moved, and yeah, it looks immaculate.
Well, I just threw some more light on, and I've got another one up there which I can throw on.
Oh yeah! Wow, the green in that floor.
Yeah. One thing I've learned about looking into doing, these live streams and that is lighting. That they do talk about how lighting, and that's why a lot of people will put a ring light. You can see that I've put on those.
It doesn't look pixelated at all on your face.
Yeah. And this is all over Wi-Fi. Like I said, the computer's right at the back of the shed, and the modem is actually down in the house through that steel structure, through that timber structure. So it's another 40 meters that way, or 60 probably 60 yards that way. So we're actually doing all right,
Yeah, that's really
I don't know if we let Peter know.
Brad. I can skin and cook my own rabbits. Okay, so my dad was the hunter and I was the one who prepped all the food. So, because I read about it, my dad's like, "Do you know how to do this?" And I was like, "Because I watched you, or because I know how to do it?" And he was like, "No, do you know how to do this?" And I was like, "I know how to do that." And he was like, "Okay, show me." Like, oh yeah, right. You think you know everything. And I was like, swoop, 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 clean everything. He was like, mouth open. He was like, "Fine, do the rest of them." And I had to do like 30 of them. I was like, "Fine, whatever." It was the first time. And then I giggled because my sister apparently became vegan after that when we told her she was eating a rabbit. Not mad. She thought it was chicken. I started laughing. I was like, "That's not chicken. Where do you think all those rabbits went?" And she was all, "Oh." And then like Lisa Simpson wouldn't eat meat for like 6 months. It was funny. And the only reason I say it's funny was because she was like, "I'm hungry." I was like, "Eat a steak." And I'd walk away. Like, "I'm hungry. Stop eating lettuce."
Yeah.
And then I grow up to like not be able to eat some of that stuff. So I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Oh, well, look, it is what it is. Where did that go? Oh, there it is.
rabbit's head.
Sometimes it just takes a bit. Yeah. I signed up just quickly. I'm going to wrap this up pretty soon. I signed up for Nightbot. I know Lee from First Floor Audio had it on for a while, and he took it off. I'm going to give it a go, and that's what I thought it would come up here. The other thing is, when I go and play this live stream back, I'm not getting the chat, the live chat replay for some reason, and I don't know why. I did make a change in YouTube, so maybe it will this time round.
It might be that. I know that the Nightbot kicks in. Did they give you an option for how many people in the chat or on the live?
No,
Okay.
no, it said after 5 minutes it would come on.
Okay.
But I think it's only on YouTube. It hasn't come on here, and we've been on 25 minutes. So
I was gonna say, I wonder if there would be a time that would make sense if there were a time.
They reckon within 5 minutes of you going live, it'll come on, and I haven't seen it come up in the chat at all. So I don't know.
I've hit the buttons, tapping on all. Nope, I don't yet see anything either.
Yeah.
Maybe because I linked mine.
No. I just don't think. It's probably it might be to do with Restream, because
yeah, you might have to sign into it like its own channel.
Yeah, it's something. No, there's a thing called RMTP, which is real time messaging protocol, and I've noticed with Restream, it wants you to upgrade to the Pro version, which unlocks something else to do with RMTP, and so yeah, I still got to look into that more, and just. Yeah, I just got to do more research into it. Look, at the moment, I'm probably trying to overcomplicate things a bit, but I just want to get this down pat. I want to add in a few more cameras and things like that.
Get everything started, get everything going.
Just different views and that, yeah.
Will you be adding the cameras per view from the Restream, or will they be backup, like backstage cameras?
Well, my plan is I've got a switcher, so I can put them through the switcher, or I can plug them in via USB. It's just going to be a way of showing different angles. Just like I said, the guys I've watched who do this sort of thing only have the one camera and the one angle, and that one angle doesn't always show necessarily what they're doing. So I want to try and up the game just by some different camera angles.
Well, yeah, because you're working with high-powered, fast, scary, kind of dangerous machines. I want to know where you're standing. I want to know where you're putting your hands in your body. I want to know how, because I know some of the mechanics have swinging arms and moving parts. So I want to be able to see what it is, because you could think in your mind it's something you've done a million times. You just tap something to get something to do it. I can't see the tap. I can't see if you're doing it with your foot. I can't see if you're, if you're touching the side of the table. I'll be like, why are you touching the side of the table? Someone's like, oh, there's a button. Oh, so I need to push a button to make that work. So stuff like that,
Yeah, and that's you're absolutely right. Whether I can make that work, I think I can. Like, for instance, we can change the views here, and now you've got a wider view instead of us cropped in. You can see more of the workshop.
And you don't have to yell to the camera if you're standing at that green machine. Or that green, you can be there with your mic, and you can be like, can I touch it here with my right hand? Yeah. So you can be physically doing something,
When I'm over here, you can still understand and hear me clearly. I'll just have another view from, you can't see it, but I'll have I'll set a camera up here. And that'll either be, I can either use, we've got plenty of cameras, Our phones are 1 or 2 or 3. I can use the iPad if I set it up, but I've also got this camera here, which can do video out, and I've got the other camera that can do video out as well. So essentially, just with what I've got, and plus the webcam, that's 5 cameras.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, and just getting those angles right where they need to be is going to take a bit of experimentation. So, look, Mrs. Austin, it's now 6 o'clock my time. We've been on here talking away for 30 minutes. I appreciate you coming on. I'm going to go and have some dinner, and we'll catch up with yourself and the rest of the crew a little bit later on. Thank you very much for staying up. I know it's late over there for you. We certainly enjoy you being there, that's for sure. I'm going to take us out with a little bit of 30-second countdown timer, and we'll catch up with you very soon. Thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you, Mrs. Austin. See you later.